Morning, folks. Today we're gonna do the run of the -20 and see what kind of cleanup I really have. The 12 to 20 wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be, but you can see Poppy, the claim jumping dog, good morning Poppy, is guarding the wheel. Over here is my material. Is dry as a bone. That will not work with my wheel. It'll want to float, so we're going to soak it a little bit. Should be enough water in there. And wow, it is incredibly bright out this morning. Hopefully I'll get a little darker out of it. But we're going to find that color, because I know a couple guys have been asking me, either PM me or texting me. So how'd that color come out? Well, now we're going to find out. So hopefully we do pretty good. I had 4 runs. Let's see what happens. Let me finish getting set up and I'll come back to it. Alright, for a few of you, they may not be familiar with the wheel. You want to add a surfactant like Jet Dry or this Cascade stuff. You can pick it up at Walmart. It's like $2. A couple of drops should get you done. And mind you, while I'm running this, a lot of this material is, my wheel is not exactly level. But I have not ever really used my wheel in the wild, let alone in my own backyard. Get that water circulating, that surfactant around. What I need. You're gonna make some bubbles when you run it. Not such a bad thing. I got a floater in my cup. If you haven't seen it before, that cup is not original. That cup I had to make. Took it from a bottle of detergent, piece of copper wire, and made my cup. The original one, I don't know where it went. It just went poof and disappeared. It was kind of sad. Kind of neat, because now I got a bigger cup, means I can hold more gold. Woohoo! Let's get started. Given all this stuff is roughly the same size, it ought to clear out fairly fast. Only the little bit larger bits of magnetite or hematite should cause me any heartache. You do it a teaspoon at a time. This is a hard-learned lesson from first time I went to Muskellunge. Watch how fast this stuff clears out. Not bad. Yeah, this had all been multiple sizes. I'd be waiting much longer to clear. So if you look about 3-4 lines up, you can start to see a little line of black sand forming. That's the heavies of the heavies, and somewhere in there should be a speck or two of color tumbling around with it. Okay, gang. The official sunscreen of the Mish GPAA Web Wrangler is Copper Tones Water Babies. This is the good stuff. because it helps keep me looking so pasty and pale. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, but we had to take a break, kids. You really want to avoid being out in the sun unprotected. You get caught up in the moment, the dig. I'd show you something real quick. That looks kind of nice, doesn't it? All nice heavy black sands. But in the cup, we got something in there. Now I'm running a steeper angle than normal, and it's not going to be perfectly clean. Normally, I run my wheel at about 56 degrees. Given that I know that the colors that I'm going to be recovering are going to be in the 50 to 100 minus range, I'm looking at, I got it roughly 58 degrees. So that's where I'm really trying to bank on scoring my color. For all I know, though, I could have nothing but clay in there. You just never know. It's not gold getting, it's gold mining, and sometimes you come up drawing a blank. We're getting there, kids. We're getting there. It's what I got left. I don't know if we can spot it in the cup or not. Water's just a hair cloudy. You said there's a clay content to that material in Athens. But there's something in there. We're not far now. I don't know if it can be seen. I'm having a hard time seeing with the sun on there, but you can tell I'm getting near the end of the bucket where the heaviest of the heavy settled. A lot of black showing up in there. It's sad that I couldn't push more of that light blonde material out. So we're getting to the heaviest of the heaviest that settled right to the bottom of the bucket when I first screened this stuff out. Hopefully that's where a majority of my color is residing. Probably got another 20 minutes before I am done running this wheel. There's some of the wildlife I'm getting to see in my backyard right now while I'm doing this thing. Check it out. They weren't so bashful. There's some cardinals in the neighborhood too. Alright folks, I got started around 9:30, it's now 11:30. That's what we got left, last teaspoon in the drags. So what am I going to do with that one? This is what I like to do with the last little bit. Take a little bit of water. Push all down. I'll get some of that clay out of there too. So, let that water run out. Then we're going to do the flying, because now, there it is. This is a little more difficult to do one-handed. I'm going to take that, because now I know I got at least a full teaspoon. We're going to scoop it in. Scoop this last bit out. This is the part everybody waits for. You get done running that piece of gear. In my case, it's taking a little bit longer than it normally would. Alright. Now just let this puppy run for a little bit longer. You can tell already. I had a pretty good angle on this. It blows most of that light blonde sand right on out. So now we're just going to let it go. And for about another minute or so, any color that gets stuck in there, It has happened. I've had a few pieces. They're not flat. They're little, I wouldn't call it crystalline strangled. They're just been rolled into a little tiny barb, kind of like a little broken out bit of wire. They kind of get angled in there, and it takes a little extra time to kind of flush them out. We're almost there. Almost there. I'm pretty excited. I can see stuff in the bottom of the cup already. I don't know. And some of that's got to be clay. Some of it's going to be sand. Some of it's going to be black sand. But we're going to find out. Gotta be pretty cool. Be back in a moment. Alright, kids. Here's the cup. That's what we got. All that reduced to this. So, why so much water in the cup, Sean? Because I needed to do that. Clean. That's what we got, kids. A lot of fines. I'm moving a lot of material just for that little bit. So my bet is I'll probably push some out of my wheel. But that is the score. But not bad. I got my glasses off. Why? Because it's doggone hard to see that 50 and 100 mesh with the glasses on. Probably penalty you pay for getting just a little bit older in this life. But now I've got my things taken care of. Apologize, checking messages while I was shooting video. Not very good etiquette. This is where Wrangler had something to say. I had to pay attention. Yeah, with a big old honking horsefly. But now that we're done, I got a Pidgeotto to catch. I gotta go. Thanks for watching, y'all. Remember to get outside. There's no better place to be.